Hello, 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 and we're back. We're back in the room. It's 21st of November, 1975, and it is indeed the fourth studio album by Queen, A Night at the Opera. I didn't know which version to listen to. For those who want to know, if you're looking, that one's got surround sound. That's got surround sound. This is the vinyl. We'll look at this in a minute. Maybe look at all of them. It's the fourth studio album by Queen, and it's the pinnacle. It's the tippity top. It's a classic album. It's the tippitest, toppitest one. It's the best. And yeah, that's it. I just go now. It's the best. And we see them reach like the pinnacle of their musical output. All those ideas we've seen in previous records finally come, distilled into one artistic statement. It opens with "Death on Two Legs," dedicated to their previous manager who did them bad, written by Freddie Mercury. Again, it's a bit of a rip-roaring, tirade of hatred, and I love it. I used to dedicate it to my dad when I used to listen to it back in the day. Love it. Then this goes straight into "Lazing on a Sunday Afternoon," again another Freddie Mercury song, and it's very playful. It's only a minute long, and it's a musical. It's a musical type song. It's great. Love it. And then that goes straight into "I'm in Love with My Car" by Roger Taylor. Again, so in three songs, in less than 7 minutes, you're around 7 minutes. You go boom, 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 and it just carries on, And "I'm in Love with Your Car." It's just a great rock and roller. We had Roger Taylor writing about his mother, and now we're writing about his car. So he loves his mum and he loves his car. He's a good boy, is our Roger. I like that one. It's a good one, isn't it? And then John Deacon comes along and says, "Hold my beer, for I am going to write one of the best love songs the band's ever put out. You're my best friend." And he just knocks it out of the park. He goes, and he scores a massive, massive hit. And it's a truly great love song. And it can be for your partner. It could be for people that your actual best friend. It works on so many levels, doesn't it? Really, it's a great, great song. And then we go sci-fi with 39 by Brian May. It's country and western sci-fi epic dealing with time dilation. Ooh. 12-string lead. It's about a space traveller who goes away and comes back and finds everyone's dead. Jolly song, isn't it? And then May does another song called "Sweet Lady," which is probably for me the weakest track on the album because it's all over the place and references, was it like "I'm some kind of cheese," and that lyric has always bugged me ever since I first heard it. And it's, again, "Sweet Lady," parts of it works, but I don't know, it just feels kind of leaden. There's something wrong with it. It's like that stray cat with the weeping eye. It looks all right, but then it turns its face around. You go, "Oh, it's got a weepy eye," and that's "Sweet Lady." From the out, it looks all right, but something not right about it. And then we end with "Seaside Rendezvous." Again, Mercury's at the seaside. We had "I Do Like to Be Beside the Seaside." We had "Brighton Rock," and we're having a cheeky "Seaside Rendezvous" again, which is a bit vaudevillian, musical. Have it again, very, very fun track. But what we see on that first side and what is repeated on the second side is the sheer variety and style of music that they come across with. I mean, crikey, even "Seaside Rendezvous," the instrumental package part of it is the band doing the instruments by their voices, the noses, clarinets and brass. They were just having a great time in the studio. It's just, this is again the production side of it. It's just flip it over. Brian May goes biblical on our ass and brings up the Prophet song, which is kind of it's about Noah and the animals, and it goes on a bit, the echoey voices bit. It's a bit, it's all right. It's all right. We'll do it all again with White Man on the next album. And then Mercury comes along with Love of My Life. Again, another fan favourite. Again, something that's been played live and rearranged. And now they do a version, where you can sing to Freddie himself. And it's a lovely, lovely song. May's back for Good Company, where he goes trad jazz. Trad jazz. He gets his ukulele banjo out. And again, what's notable about this is the solo, the instrumental solo bit, where the jazz band is Brian May replicating jazz instruments using his electric guitar, clarinet and whatnot. It's all really, really clever stuff. And every time I listen to it, it amazes me, because again, it's a miracle of the recording studio. And again, they're tackling, what band can tackle so many different styles of music and pull it off? It's this band here. And then we've got there's a little song called Bohemian Rhapsody. I doubt you've ever heard it. You've probably never seen the video that accompanies it either. It's all right. It's okay. Come on, it's Bohemian Rhapsody. I was just underplaying it. It's one of the greatest songs ever recorded. And thank God for Kenny Everett for playing it to death back in the day and getting everyone interested in it and creating a demand, because they weren't going to release it because it was 5 minutes 55 seconds long and far too long to be a single, and they bucked the trend. But again, it's 3 songs, shoehorned together. You've got, the standard rock bit, the opera bit, and the balls out, guitar solo bit. It's, it's an amazing work of arrangement. And, it's universal. It's a universal song. It's, again, I see it as almost like a jumping off point of Man of the World from Fleetwood Mac. It's that kind of, again, lyrically in the blues, kind of in the blues style. It's always about, they're always getting a gun and shooting someone, aren't they? And I see it as part of that, but turned into a rhapsody. And finally, we end with God Save the Queen, where Brian May gets his guitars out and does the traditional salute, and we all stand up and we all salute the flag, and so ends the album. But like I said, it is just a remarkable work. What can you say? It's joyous, it's playful. I mean, crikey, the title alone, taken from Marx Brothers. It doesn't take itself too seriously. The level of playing on this, everyone is just on top form. The hits are there, the hooks are there, except for Sweet Lady. There's always, into every life a little rain must fall, I say. But yeah, I just think it's well deserving of its classic album title. And if you don't like it, even if you prefer, I don't know, Queen 2 or maybe one of the other later albums, this is it. This is what they were working towards. Boomph. They got there, and they did it in their 4th album. It's like bang, they got there. A bit like Led Zeppelin 4, isn't it? In that respect, they got there on their 4th album. So yeah, it's a corker. It's a corker, isn't it? So let's have a look. This is from that big box set, and it's got the embossed front there. It's a matte cover, matte sleeve. If you open it up, you got the words, so you can sing along. And inside we have a sleeve, paper sleeve, but we don't put it in that because we've got a nice poly bag to handle the white vinyl. Oh, I have ruined it. It's got the classic crest there, so it replicates the original vinyl release. Sounds great. It's a good one, like the rest of them in this box. I've just got to get everything back in the sleeve again, which is always the tricky bit when you do it not on camera. Oh, look at that! Slid it in one. Didn't even have to spit on it. This is the 30th anniversary edition. And I'll show you it while we're at it. It's got a little plastic sleeve. opens out and opens out again. Yeah, and I'm sure there's a booklet in here somewhere. Oh, let's have a look at that. It's not embossed, but you get some pictures in there. Again, some pictures you might not have seen. Yeah. Just get through this as quickly as we can, and there they are on the video shoot. Bruce Gower's video shoot for Bohemian Rhapsody. The interesting thing about this is it does have a surround sound disc. The DVD has a surround sound. I'll show you that. There it is there. And it has it has footage, live footage, and specially cut together black and white footage of stuff and whatnot to illustrate the songs, which you don't get if you get that one. I think it's the same mix, but this is Blu-ray audio. But you don't get any of the imagery. So, whoops, that one's got a download card. Can't show you that. But this just has the audio and no visuals. So you'd be better off picking up the 30th anniversary if you want the surround sound mix, unless you're really into Blu-ray audio. And again, this is a similar booklet, but it hasn't got as many pictures as the other one. It's just those the pictures from the, yeah. Did you notice that? It's not as good as the. Oh, it's got a Blu-ray pure audio. I've never used it, but you know, you got some of the. You can get the rest of the digits. It's yours. So yeah, if you're looking for surround sound, that's the one to go for, which is pretty good. But yeah, I mean, it's a great record. I'd never get bored with it. It's a rollicking romp, and yeah, it's kind of downhill all the way after this for the band. Because what do you do when you do your Dark Side of the Moon or your Led Zeppelin 4? You know, this is theirs. It's strong. And so yeah, and we'll be looking at the next one, A Day at the Races, which I can tell you is well, we'll talk about it in the next video. I won't talk about it now, but hopefully you've enjoyed this. Better try and get the old. Shall I get them all in for the? Got to pull a face, haven't we? And that should do it. Well, I think everyone's come back from the walk, so you might have heard them there. Anyway, thanks for watching. My name is Darren. I'll be talking about A Night at the Opera by Queen. Do join me again for the next one. There's only one more thing left to say, and that is ta-da.